Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Ultimate Decades Challenge. The year is now 1307. In the last episode, we unfortunately saw the death of Wendell's second wife, Shanna, but Rosemary gave birth to another son. It was also revealed that Gemma actually survived childbirth 3 years prior and faked her death to go live in Henford. As you saw in the opening video, she is now making her own way through life, and we will be following where that takes her, and any children that she has will also be side households from now on. This year, we will also have some very important roles to do. The twins, Brayden and Frederick, will be aging up to a child. So I want to start by doing that role first, and the other one that we need to do is to see if Gabriella becomes an infant. We need to avoid rolling a 9 and a 19. I'm going to start with Brayden because he's the firstborn, and he is currently our heir for Gen 2. He survives. Okay, and now for Frederick Jr. He also survives. Phew. Okay, wonderful. So our two twins survive to childhood. Since we have the dice roller up, I am also going to do Gabriella right away. Here is baby Gabriella having a little nap in Wendell's cabin. We need to avoid rolling a 4, an 8, and a 12. She also survives. Okay, we're having a string of good luck, and I am hoping it continues because we also have Rosemary, who is going to be giving birth, I think, in another day or two, and then we're also going to have to roll for Cailan to see if he also ages up to a toddler. I am going to have Rosemary come and bake a cake so that we can age up our toddlers into children. Oh, Cecilia, sure. Yeah, so I'm going to have her bake a cake so that we can age up the toddlers. In the last episode, we also needed to check on the Baker household where their oldest son, Lionel, was going to age up to a toddler. I did the roll off screen and he did survive, so I went ahead and I aged him up and I gave him a little makeover. We can go check out what that looks like later because we're going to have to roll for their second son this year. All right, so we are going to help Brayden first. Okay, here he goes. Okay, Brayden aged up. He used to be inquisitive. He is now a glutton. As a peasant, I'm not sure that's realistic. Or maybe it is. When he was very young, they didn't have much to eat and they ate a lot of gruel, and now that he's growing up, they came into a lot of money, so I guess he's gotten used to a higher standard of living and he's a bit of a glutton now. And this is actually our heir too, so that's going to be interesting. So he was inquisitive. I think I'm going to have him get this. I know he won't be able to complete it because he doesn't actually go to school, so he won't be able to do the homework, but it's just for storytelling. We're going to say that he wants to develop the mental skills. Gemma sent Brayden a gift. Right, so Gemma's living in Henford, and now we know that she's still alive. I guess she does still want to keep contact with her family, even though she won't be coming back. So I think it does make sense that she's going to send something. Alright, so let's go for baby Frederick. Okay, right, so Frederick was our little fussy demon. He is now a no, sorry, not period appropriate. Lactose, nope. Oh, okay, animal enthusiast. Okay, yeah, sure. I think I'm gonna go for motor in that case, because he's going to like playing with the animals and being outside. Okay, so I am also going to age up Gabriella, and I'm going to give them some makeovers. I see Brayden grew up with this wild hair, so I might actually keep something similar for him. Here are Brayden and Frederick after their little makeover. I let Brayden keep the fabulous hair, and I was thinking about his new glutton trait, and I think it does make sense for him because he, according to the relationships panel, is the one with the best relationship with Frederick among all of his children. So I think Frederick may have been favoring Brayden as the heir, and because of that, I think Brayden has it in his head that maybe he's entitled to more food than the others, and he's just generally entitled to better treatment and to more authority. Whereas his twin brother, Frederick Jr. here, he is a lot more chill. He is an animal enthusiast, and I think he's just happy to be on the farm and taking care of animals, and I don't think he has much ambition apart from just working on the farm. And we have Stephanie here who just came and interrupted. Does Brayden like affection? Sure, I think he does. Okay, so now that we have the roles out of the way, I think now that we have 3 kids, I am just going to have them interact a little with the environment. I am going to have them familiarize themselves a little, see what they like and dislike. We have a bunch of goats and sheep here, so I think I am going to have Brayden come and play with them a little. Oh, Wendell with his daughter, Gabriella. You know, I don't think I've ever seen him play as much with his grandchildren or even with his other daughter, Amy, who passed away, but Wendell really seems to love Gabriella. And that's her after her little makeover. She grew up with this hair, and I just think it's the cutest. So I think this is Cece from, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Suniva. Oh, the children can actually milk the cows. Okay, so I'm gonna have Frederick come and milk the cows. You're so fun to be around. Okay, so Brayden and his sister Stephanie really get along. That's nice to know. Oh, and she's just out here dancing in the rain. Oh, nope, she's sad to be in the rain after all. Okay, we're gonna get these guys back in the house. Oh dear. She's about to pee herself. Alright, she still has all this nectar. Trash nectar. Okay, Brayden is over here having fun. And Frederick is enjoying his time outside, even if it's raining, taking care of the cows. Oh, we can assign chores to the sheep? That's interesting. Oh. Congratulations on your recent birthday from the ghost of Shanna. Gabriella loves to be carried around. That makes sense. She is a charmer. Witness to a bully. Some kids at school were being mean to one of my friends. I wanted to help, but I didn't know what to do. What do you think I should have done? Step in and stand up. Right, we still have little Noah over here. So he is a charmer. He loves being carried, loves water, and he's a heavy sleeper. He's our 3rd born son, so not much chance of him inheriting so far because these 2 are probably gonna, well, at least one of these 2 should live to be a teen unless I'm really unlucky. Although, of course, everybody could die in the famine, so there are no guarantees. Oh, the toddlers can play in the plants. Okay, let's try it. Oh, we have little bunnies too. I keep getting this notification that Mabel is getting on in years, and yet she never dies. I got a present that I think is dumb. Yeah, sure, give it to someone else. Oh, he's fighting with the plants? And Grandpa is talking to the plant. Gabriella is practicing talking with the plants. Or can she maybe play with Noah? I guess Noah is Gabriella's nephew, essentially. But they're the same age. She's only slightly... Oh no, she's actually younger. Right, she's younger than Noah. Alright, so we've got a bit of a strange family timing here, but why not? You know, I think Wendell, yeah, he still has these difficult feelings about his daughter. You know, I think he hasn't really been telling anyone, but he might be feeling under the weather these days. He maybe senses that his time is coming. Can I join Barrow Farm? No, I created a club called Barrow Farm so that I can start a club gathering and they'll autonomously do things like take care of animals and tend to the garden. So I'm not going to be adding outside sims to that. I will be adding the children though, so that the children can help take care of the animals. But yeah, Wendell, I think, is starting to feel that he might be sick or he's not really as fit as he used to be, and he might kind of know that he's not long for this world, and he's worried that Gabriella is going to be a burden on his son Frederick, because his son already has 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 5 children of his own, and Rosemary is pregnant again. And of course, we don't know if Rosemary is going to survive or not. There's always a risk. So I think Wendell might be thinking about all of that, and he might be considering... Okay. He might be considering sending Gabriella... Oh, God. He might be considering sending Gabriella to live with Cecilia, because Cecilia, his oldest daughter, has a bakery and she's a bit better off. Although, I mean, they had a lot of money and they've been able to renovate a lot, but they also have 5 children. So they're going to have to provide for all of those children, whereas Cecilia currently only has 3. And they're still young, so she might have more time to take care of an extra child. So I think Wendell is just considering all of that, and he might end up asking Cecilia to take care of her if something happens to him, so that Frederick doesn't have quite so many things to worry about. Although at least he now has 2 older children, 3 older children actually, who can help out with the house and the animals. So I think he'd be able to do it, but you know, Wendell used to be a gloomy sim, and he ended up becoming cheerful because of all of the great things that were happening to him. But then his wife died, and his first baby died, and I think he might be on the way to becoming gloomy again. Aw. The baby and the goat, or is it a sheep? Yeah, it's a goat. Just sleeping next to each other by the fire. Oh, this is so cute. Yeah, Frederick sitting alone at 10 p.m. Feeling flirty. You know, I think Frederick has had a pretty good life so far. I mean, except his one run-in with a wolf. Maybe the same wolf that killed his mother. He has had it pretty easy. None of his children have passed away, and his wife is alive and well, and he gets along with her, and his father's here to help. I think Frederick has been pretty lucky so far, and I hope it's going to continue, but I have a feeling that with the famine, he's probably going to, you know, age quickly if things start happening to all of his children, you know, because he's so happy and he loves all of them. He has a pretty good relationship with all of his children so far. I mean, it's not as high as Rosemary, but he gets along well with them. Especially with Brayden, of course. But I think if anything happens to them, he is going to take it really hard. I actually locked the doors for all of the livestock, but for some reason, the mini sheep and the mini goat are all sleeping somewhere in the main house. I mean, I think it's super cute. It really fits with the peasant aesthetic and lifestyle that they have. I'm just not sure if it does this in the regular game, I might not be as cute, but I think this is really perfect. Oh, poor Rosemary. Sore legs from a cheap bed, sore back from a cheap bed, filthy surroundings. Why is this filthy? Oh. Right. She's alone to do all of the cleaning and it shows. Why is there a ducky here? Rosemary does not own this item. Then who does? Mysterious. A mysterious rubber ducky has appeared in our outhouse. Avoid bedtime and ask for something. She hates bedtime. Oh no. And she loves being carried. Okay, well, Rosemary is going to finish cleaning this and then I'm going to have her go read her a story. Well, tell her a story since she can't read. Oh, right. And Cailan had his first blowout. Isn't Cailan the name of a king? Is it in Dragon Age, I think, in the first one? King Cailan? Who dies a horrible death, in fact. Oh, I hope that's not a spoiler. I mean, it's such an old game. It mustn't count anymore as a spoiler, right? Well, we hope your fate is going to be better. This is like a dormitory. We have one free bed for our next baby. Oh, he learned to roll over to his tummy with his diaper full. Oh boy. Oh, he's crying for his mom. Well, Daddy's gonna come help you out. Oh, okay. Why are you putting him down? No, don't put him down. Change the diaper. The autonomy with the infants. Such a headache. Okay, well, if you're not going to take care of him, go back to bed. Is he? He's making bubbles with his mouth. Babies just do the weirdest things. My baby just started doing like an R sound, like doing grrr, and she does it obsessively. I think she did it by accident when she was crying once, and then we started laughing, and now she hasn't stopped doing it since. She constantly is just doing a Chewbacca sound. I also find it takes a long time to clean up the infants. Like, we have to do the cleanup interaction like 4 times, and then they put the baby down, and then they pick it back up again. And what? No! He's barely hungry. Okay, I'm done fighting with you, Frederick. Do whatever the f you want. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do the roll for the soil for this season, so I'm actually going to go do that right now because that is going to make things potentially a lot more difficult. So we have to roll a d4, a 1. A 1 is poor soil. So I'm going to go put that trait on right away. This is a mod by Zero, by the way. You can find it on their Patreon. I do have a link to all of the CC that I've been using. I went through absolutely everything because of the last update to see if anything needed to be updated. So while I did that, I made a list and I posted it over on Tumblr. So if you want to know even like the CC, the gameplay mods, everything, I just made a list of absolutely everything and I posted it over on my Tumblr, which you can find the link in the description. So if you're looking to do this challenge, maybe that will help you. Okay, so we want to put poor soil. The soil's not very fertile here. Plants need a lot of water. Okay, that's good because sometimes I feel like there isn't much to do with the garden, especially because it rains so often. So I like that they're gonna have to water more often. I think I even prefer the bug zone because that keeps them extra occupied. I planted a lot of grapes because I would like to try the nectar making. I'm actually not sure how the nectar making works. I'm assuming it's with grapes. Okay, so Wendell is ready to go. I'm gonna have him come and take care of the bees, sell the honey, and collect beeswax. I've been collecting the beeswax so that we can also start making candles. I have a lot of things that I want to do and only 3 adult sims, so it might not be realistic, but I'll have the items in my inventory and maybe when one of the kids grow up, one of them can get into candle making, because if they all grow up to be teens, they're going to need professions of some kind. They could, of course, all stay peasants and go on their own land, but what I was thinking is that with the for rent expansion, maybe we could make like a small village on one of the larger lots, and have them, you know, populate the village with different professions. So we could have, I don't know, Brayden. No, Brayden is our heir, so he's going to stay here. But for example, Frederick, he loves animals. So, okay, maybe he could... Oh, maybe he could get into textile manufacturing. You know, he could have a bunch of sheep and then sell the wool, or, you know, his wife maybe could make textile with it. I don't know. That's just an idea. And then Noah, maybe he could get into meat making, and then Cailan could get into something else, maybe nectar making. I don't know. So if they could all have a different profession, we could have them all live in the same village, and then we could still play with all the side households together, and it would also avoid us having to populate like every lot in the sim world separately. This is so funny. Just a thought. I haven't bought the For Rent expansion pack yet. It's kind of expensive, so I'm waiting before I buy it, especially because I did see there were some bugs, so I'm gonna hold off on that for now. But I am looking forward to buying it and see what we can do or apply in a medieval gameplay. I've also been looking at other Let's Players who have been using it, and I'm interested to in you know, trying it out for myself. So anyway, so that's a thought about our kids and what they could do in the future, having their own professions and get, you know, start hobbies that will eventually become their work. I want to be a ninja when I grow up. Okay, noted, Frederick. What do I need to do now to start getting ready for being a ninja? Practice your hiding. Archery competition starts tomorrow. Oh yeah, I did set that up on the calendar, and I was hoping to have someone participate, but I haven't had anyone try archery yet. So I'm not sure if they're going to attend this year, because Rosemary is about to give birth. I'm still gonna go buy the archery stuff. Okay, rustic arrow. The rustic arrow is more expensive than the iron arrow, so we're gonna go with iron arrows. And I am going to buy a hay target. And I'm going to put this over here so that there's no risk of accidentally shooting the animals, which would be horrible. And we are going to need a bow. Basic bow. Child-sized bow. Oh, great. So the children can do it too. All right, so we're out of money. Well, we're going to have one child practice on the bow, and I guess it's going to be our heir. Okay, so he's going to put this in his inventory, this too, and I'm going to have Brayden practice so that someday... Oh no, the bills! I was supposed to keep money for the bills, and now I spent everything again. Oh no. Okay. Oopsie. So, Rosemary, you are going to come search buckets, which probably isn't going to help that much, but it's better than nothing. Oh no, now this is broken. Okay, let's collect eggs. And what else can we do for money? Sell honey. And the eggs are only good for 1 day, so I think I'm going to go ahead and sell them. They're only worth 10 simoleons each, which is kind of a shame. Let's ditch school and go play hooky somewhere. Aren't you kind of young? I mean, she's like, I think 6 years old at this point. But in any case, no, we have to collect enough money to be able to pay our bills here, Brandon. Brandon is a sim that I created. He is the son of the local blacksmith. An egg that was incubated is ready to hatch. Have Rosemary use hatch egg to see the hatching in progress. Hatch eggs. Yeah, I've never done this before. I've had the cottage living expansion pack forever, but I haven't used it all that much, except on like one farmer that I played, but I haven't, you know, zoomed in and looked at the interactions this much. Oh, so cute. I love it. Rosemary helped a chick hatch from an egg. What a heartwarming moment. Yeah. Oh, do you know, I didn't even look at if it was a rooster chick or a hen chick. Do they have relationships? It's a rooster chick. I love the sound that they make. They're so cute. Oh, she's gonna socialize with it again. She's gonna play with it. Oh, right, because Rosemary is also an animal enthusiast like her son. All right, so we're about halfway to being able to pay our bills. I really need to find some way to make more money. I'm gonna send Frederick here to come craft some more. Sure, dining table. I think that's what's most expensive anyways. Okay, Frederick has quite a bit of milk. I'm gonna sell that. All right, we're almost there. How much are the toys worth? Oh. Oh. Oh, that's kind of sad though, isn't it? Hang on. I'm gonna put the rattle down. We're gonna keep that for one of our infants, so that's just 24. Oh. Okay, goodbye, Bleep the robot. And we're also going to sell this guy. And there we go. We have enough money to pay the bills now that we've sold all of our kids' toys. Okay, he's working on the farm, so I'm gonna have Rosemary come and pay the bills. And we are going to be left with 13 simoleons. Clover, why are you hanging out in front of the house? All right, there we go. Done. 13 bucks. Did anyone else send us some toys? We could really use a few to line our pockets, you know? Of course, we always have the horse brochure that I could sell. But I'm gonna keep it, just in case we have horses that I want to bring back from the dead. One thing that's stopping me from getting animals, apart from our financial situation, is that I just can't deal with animals passing away in The Sims. I love dogs, but I never play with them in The Sims because it makes me sad when they die. Aww. Animal enthusiast lesson. Enjoys interacting with animals. That makes sense. They will feel sad if they haven't interacted with an animal for a while. Okay. Well, I like Frederick. I know I say that about all the kids, but he seems just like a really kind and simple little guy. Oh, gone into labor. Okay. Oh no, she was doing the laundry. Okay. Let's go for it. All right, here we go. Baby number 7. And it's a girl! Oh, after having so many boys, she gets another girl. Juliana Barrow. I like that. I was actually wondering if I should call her Elena after Frederick's mother, but... Oh, now I like Juliana. All right, Juliana it is. If we have another girl, maybe it'll be Elena. There we go. Little baby. All right, so we are going to do the death rolls right away. Okay, rolling for Rosemary first. She survives. Rolling for baby Juliana. She survives. And we're gonna roll for the infant stage right away. Oh, no. Oh. Rosemary loses a child for the first time. That's really sad. You know, I feel like a lot of our bad luck started after we got the money, but maybe it's just an impression. Right, so before I forget, I am now in the Baker household. We have to roll to see if Mateo, who is this little cutie, makes it to the toddler phase. He needs to avoid 4, 8, and 12. Yes, he makes it. Okay, Cecilia for once is having better luck than our main household. Cecilia is currently in her 3rd trimester, so I don't know if she might give birth while we're here, especially since it's taking so long to age up Mateo. Come on, you can do it. Here we go. Yoop. So Mateo was a sunny infant. He is going to be a wild toddler. All right, so I'm not going to give him a makeover right away since we have another baby on the way. Yeah, you're going to have your baby pretty soon, I think, Cecilia. Oh, great. The first thing you do when you age up, shit your pants. Oh, and we already got a quirk for Mateo. He is aggressive. That's unfortunate. He really has an orange theme going on here. The clothes, the hair, even the bread. I don't know why everything is so yellow in this household. I feel like every time I come to the Baker household, everything is just super orange. Oh, all right. So it's now Wednesday, early morning. I was playing with the Baker household, hoping that Cecilia would go into labor, and she just did. So we're gonna go ahead and have this baby. Here we go. This is pregnancy number 7 for Cecilia. Another boy! All of her other sons have kind of Italian sounding names. Maybe I should try and find an Italian name. Elliot, Zane. I mean, Zane sounds kind of cool. Reminds me of Alan Wake. Zane Baker. All right, Zane Baker. Why not? Probably not very historically accurate, but in any case. Right, so I figured out the color issue. It was actually the lights. So I changed the candles and now the walls are they actually look white instead of yellow. Okay, so time for another death roll. Rolling for Cecilia first. 3, okay. And now rolling for baby Zane. He survives, and we're gonna roll for infant right away. And he survives. All right, so Cecilia is really having better luck now. That's strange. It's like there's a curse on the Barrow family, and it somehow reversed Cecilia's luck. Glad to know we have another little buddy here in the Baker household. I am going to get her pregnant again, just so that we get all of the 10 pregnancy chances out of the way, and then I'm going to go back to our main household. All right, so we are back in our main household, and today is the archery competition. So today we are going to have the whole family go over to a community lot that I found on the gallery for the archery competition. I'm just going to have them do a few chores before we leave so that we have a little bit of money put by. Oh, got him. Brayden likes pranks. Oh, I mean, sure, why not? But I kind of hate pranks. He better not go pranking the toilet all the time. Stephanie has an embarrassing memory from her insecure trait. Remember that one time when Stephanie said that really embarrassing thing? Because Stephanie sure does. Oh, and she's sure that the sim they're talking to secretly hates them. This is her brother. Don't they have a good relationship? Yeah, they have a great relationship. That's so sad. So she's feeling insecure that her brother, the heir to the household, might secretly hate her. I don't know why. You're standing kind of close to the target there, Stephanie. I mean, today... Oh, that's right. Today we have another roll to do. If he doesn't survive, I don't think I'm gonna chalk that up to an archery accident. That would be pretty terrible. Poor Raiden, a child and already a murderer. Okay, we're gonna do the competition first because we also know that Juliana dies today. That's terrible to say. And then we have a taller roll for Cailan. So I'm gonna have a nice day with all of our living Sims, and we are going to take care of the roll for Cailan and see if he passes away at the end of the day so that they can all spend a nice day at the competition. Alright, so I tried going to the archery competition community lot and my game just immediately crashed. So I actually had to reload and start the day over. So we're actually just going to have a friendly neighborhood competition instead that we're going to hold at our current lot. So I'm gonna have to redo all the chores to get a bit of money to be able to actually organize a social event. And then we are going to have it over here with just our family and neighbors. All right, so I've begun the event. This is the first time that I try this event. It's part of the Archery mod by Jane Simpson. So let's see what happens. Oh, yeah, Brayden didn't do very well. I wouldn't stand there if I were you. Discuss competition, have competitors compete. I don't know if Frederick tried. Oh, yeah, actually he's the only one with a bow. So, I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Okay, wish competitors luck and discuss competition. So maybe she can come and discuss the competition with her brother. So I did invite a bunch of Sims over. But I don't know where they are. They're, I guess they never showed up. Whoa. Oh, did we win? Oh, we won. The results are in. Brayden Barrow is the winner of this archery competition. He's taken home a prize at the amount of... Oh. Hi, Trader Jacques. Oh. Hi, Trader Jacques. We have 2 Trader Jacques. Okay. So, that's fun. Brayden won because he's the only one with a bow. But, you know, we need the money. We could say that all of the villagers made a pool of money for the competition and Brayden actually won. Alright, so the competition is over and everybody went home except Siggy for some reason, who's playing with blocks over here. Oh, poor Cailan. I don't even know what he's doing in Wendell's house. Alright, so we are going to do the roll for Cailan aging up to a toddler. Okay, he just makes it. I was just about to age him up, and then I saw that she has an autonomous action to dip Cailan's toes in water. I've never seen this interaction before, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let them do that just to see what it's like. You know, if Cailan had failed his roll, I guess we would have said that he drowned, which would have been really sad. Oh, it's so cute. Okay. It really means a lot to me that you make time for me. Well, he is your baby. Okay, so I'm going to age him up, and I am going to give him a quick little makeover. Right, so he was a cautious infant, and oh, he's a top-notch infant. That's great. And oh, he's a charmer, just like his brother Noah. Oh, he's so cute. He looks so scrawny. Here is toddler Cailan after his little makeover. I am absolutely in love with this little guy. I left his hair as it was. It's super clean and sleek. He has his dad's hair and eyes. I think I have a new favorite. Oh, and I just noticed he's missing a finger. How did that happen? Oh, I think it's related to his clothing. Oh, yeah. Well, it's not that noticeable, right? Because I kind of like these clothes. He looks like a little baby archer. Yeah, we're just going to pretend that we didn't notice that he's missing some fingers there. I'll give him another outfit just in case I try to take screenshots and it's really noticeable. There, okay. This will be his alternate outfit in case we need to take pictures with fingers. Oh, I just love this. And she just dropped the toddler right next to the pond. He's a wanderer. Okay. Unfortunately, we are going to have to say goodbye to baby Juliana over here. Oh, and she's hungry. All right, so Juliana is gone. I can't don't want to say that she died of neglect, because that's just really sad. Rosemary and Frederick have had several children and they took great care of all of them. So maybe it was malnutrition, because even though they had so much money, they kind of spent it all. Yeah, okay. So Juliana is gone, unfortunately. The first child that Rosemary and Frederick have ever lost. He's still happy about the new baby, but the new baby was taken away. Okay. But you know, at least the year ends with one good thing, and that's that Cailan, it's still used. You know what? I'm just gonna hang in like that. I don't care anymore. Yeah, so at least the year does end with Cailan aged up to a toddler, so they still have, you know, 6 healthy children, so it's still cause for celebration. Before we end the episode, I just wanted to come and check in on Gemma and how she's doing with her new husband. This is a lot that I found on the gallery in the medieval hashtag. It was done by KiwiSpoon. It was an unfurnished lot, and I didn't really take the time to decorate it much, so it might seem a bit empty. I will be working on that. But for now, this is Gemma, who, as you saw in the opening video, is now married to Sir Amos Verviers, or Verviers. I'm not really sure how we should be pronouncing that. Verviers. In any case, she is now going by the name of Emma, so that she isn't associated to her old life. And they are recently married. She is not pregnant yet, and she is going to be trying to avoid getting pregnant. So I am not going to be actively getting them to woohoo. I'm going to maybe do it once per year, and she has the same percentage chance as Rosemary to get pregnant. So if it happens, it's not exactly on purpose. This here is Sir Amos. He has 2 sons. This is Lucan, and there is Tobias, who I'm not oh, he's going to play in the pond, isn't he? So they, of course, intend... where did you get the wine? So Lucan and Tobias, of course, are going to inherit the manor. Gemma is a little disappointed because she wasn't actually aware that Amos had 2 sons. And so she is going to try to make sure that she gets an inheritance of her own. But how this happens, I'm not quite sure yet, because the brothers have a bit of a rivalry going. They both want to inherit the manor. And Lucan, as it happens, is an evil sim. And so I'm thinking he might try to either get rid of his brother, or perhaps he will try to seduce Gemma and arrange things with her to be sure that they inherit together. Maybe if Amos passes away, then he would marry her. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to let them interact and see what happens between them. So since it is the end of the day and the end of the year, I am going to leave this part here. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you so much to everyone who has liked and commented and subscribed. I really appreciate it. I started making these videos entirely for fun because I don't have much time to myself since I've had the baby, and I have really been enjoying sharing these videos and talking with all of you. So thank you very much once again, and I will see you in the next part.